Hi everyone. I would like to begin today by thanking the Insurance Authority for inviting me to present these closing remarks. The Asian Insurance Forum is now just into its third year, but it has quickly become an essential event for international and local industry leaders and financial regulators. Here we can come together to share valuable thoughts on the directions and the development of the insurance industry. Thanks to all the participants for contributing to this important and productive dialogue about where our industry has been and where it is heading. And this year, we certainly have a lot of thoughts to share. The pandemic has had a profound effect on the business environment and on our industry. And while I don't want to minimize the negative effects of the pandemic's enforced disruption, I'd like to reflect a bit today on the positive effects that this global crisis has had on our businesses. The word disruption used to have a negative connotation, but in the last few years, in the business community, the word has changed its meaning. Disruption is now a good thing. If a company wants to be seen as successful, innovative, and modern, it is expected to embrace disruption or even create it. After this year, I don't think any of us will think about disruption in the same way. We have just gone through the mother of disruption. It is no longer an abstract concept or something we have to create ourselves. In this time of the pandemic, disruption is our everyday reality. Restrictions on international travel and cross-boundary movements, along with social distancing measures, have had devastating effects on economic activities, especially those that depended on traditional face-to-face interaction. Businesses have had to suddenly rethink their practices and strategies to adapt as quickly as possible to a new normal. The great disruption of COVID-19 is fast-tracking profound changes in our economy, our society, and in our insurance industry. And while the first wave of pandemic brought difficulties and challenges, I believe that when we look back, we will see it as a turning point that created positive developments too. The most obvious example is in the world of immunology. It took years for science to come up with a SARS vaccine, but promising COVID-19 vaccines are now moving into the market in just less than 12 months. In a similar way, the pandemic has fast-forwarded our industry development. Insurance is, by nature, a conservative business, and before the pandemic, many companies had been reluctant to jump into Insurtech. But once lockdowns and restrictions were imposed, our industry suddenly found itself racing to embrace new technologies. Digital innovation that might have taken years to establish have been implemented in just a few months. We are seeing an amazing range of creative responses and adaptation to the new normal from our can-do Hong Kong insurers. Some are leveraging digital and technological solutions which allow us to remotely onboard potential policyholders while still meeting compliance requirements. Companies are using online resources to facilitate remote teamwork and learning, sales, and customer service. As we step up our digital game, companies are investing in critical cloud infrastructure and security. In Hong Kong, we are particularly fortunate to have one of the most forward-looking regulatory environments in Asia. As soon as the seriousness of the pandemic became evident last March, the Insurance Authority began a phased rollout of temporary facilitative measures. This gave a clear signal to all of us in the industry that alternative channels of distribution not only were possible, but that indeed they represented the way forward. 3 years ago, in 2017, the Insurance Authority established Insurtech Sandbox to help entrepreneurs to incubate new product ideas and models, and to help the Insurance Authority adjust its regulation to the latest advances in technology. We are very lucky for their foresight. When the pandemic hit, we already had a mechanism in place to facilitate innovation and implementation of digital solutions. A recent surge of sandbox applications demonstrates how COVID-19 has supercharged the marketplace for innovative Insurtech ideas, products, and solutions. Right now, 8 trials have been approved so far. 7 are in the pipeline. Hong Kong now has 30 Insurtech companies working out of the Cyberport hub and 4 licensed virtual insurance providers. The pandemic undoubtedly has encouraged this rapid expansion of digital and tech solutions. Over the long run, we are going to see an amazing transformation of our industry as the innovations of Insurtech reach markets and consumers. The possibilities are truly exciting, especially in the area of micro products. Say you are borrowing a friend's car or taking a vacation in a country that requires COVID-19 protection. You can simply go online and purchase a one-time coverage that fits that situation. A customer with complicated health insurance concern can create a tailor-made policy online and then adjust it themselves over the years as needs change. Insurtech gives us new tools to fine-tune services to very specific customer needs. In Hong Kong, for instance, customers typically spread their coverage for life, health, and property across different insurers. Now, they'll be able to manage this more easily by using a single app. These are just a few examples of the exciting new possibility that the digital and tech revolution is bringing to our industry. And of course, as we have been hearing today, in Hong Kong, these opportunities will be enhanced even more by the cross-border development of the Greater Bay Area. Currently, mainland and Hong Kong authorities are working out the details which will give our Hong Kong companies the ability to set up service centers in the Greater Bay Area to serve our policyholders across the border. This is just the beginning of what eventually will be an expanded GBA marketplace. Our panels and discussions today have given us an exciting glimpse into the future of our industry. Insurance will be easier to access, target, and manage. By leveraging the advantages of Insurtech, we were able to offer our customers new products that expand the potential for coverage. By taking advantage of the Greater Bay Area development, we will be able to offer these products to more customers and clients. This year has been challenging, and it has certainly been disruptive. But I am confident that we will look back on this year as the beginning of one of the most exciting periods for the insurance industry in our lifetimes.